What's up, y'all? This your boy Eddie Jackson, the Drop That Podcast. This episode is brought to you by Laidback TV. Over 10,000 channels, movies on demand, every sports channel, all the languages, all the HBOs. Go on laidbacktv.com, how you can see how you can download on your iPhones, Androids, and your Fire Sticks. All right? Now, let's get into some hip-hop talk, because we got a lot to digest. All right, guys. I know what y'all talking about. I know what y'all thinking. The Roots Picnic. Okay, it's a hip hop talk. All right, Jay-Z. We all knew he was coming. All right, pause. We all knew he was gonna be performing at the Roots Picnic. We had no idea what he was gonna fucking do. Okay, we had no idea who he's gonna go on stage with. Nothing. We had no idea, but we knew we had 4 scheduled Jay-Z performances. Right, we got the Roots Picnic in Philly. And then we got 3 dates in July for Yankee Stadium. Okay, got the 30th anniversary of Reasonable Doubt, the 25th anniversary of The Blueprint, and then an extra day for extra innings. I don't know what that is, but whatever. Before he starts the show, he goes on and he freestyles. He does what he does with, like what he used to do with Summer Jam for Hot 97. Summer Jam Hot 97 ain't shit no more. No point going there. He still fucks with the Roots. He still fucks with Questlove. So why not? So he goes on stage and drops a freestyle aiming. Y'all can look up the lyrics, okay? I've been listening to the lyrics over and over again for the last couple days. But he targets Drake, Nicki Minaj and her hubby, Dame Dash, Tory Lanez and his pops, Tony Busby, Jaguar Wright, and Kanye West. It's interesting. It's interesting. But a lot of people was like, some people are, they fuck with the freestyle. They fuck with the lyrics. They fuck with the, this is a diss and all that. Is it a diss? You know what I'm saying? Or is this a response? Y'all gotta really think about this one. Is it a diss or a response? You know what I mean? Because motherfuckers talk and they tweet. Kanye West, this nigga been doing it over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Jaguar Wright, yeah, she talking shit too. Tony Busby, fuck that nigga. That nigga was trying to put Jigga over in prison with a real made up story. Tory Lanez and his pops, his pops talk shit. Tory Lanez, I don't know. That nigga's rotting in prison right now, so he's already going through worse. Dame Dash can't stop talking about Jay. He goes on motherfucking the Jason Lee show. Shout out to Jason Lee. Love the show. Love the podcast. He goes on The Art of Dialogue. He goes on fucking The Breakfast Club. He can't stop fucking talking. All he does is do the fucking algorithm shit over and over again. So it's like, nigga, you should know this was coming. Pause. You know what I'm saying? He wants to go at everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know who he fucking hates the most. Is it Jay or is it Cameron? You know what I'm saying? Because Jay is who he is, right? But Cam got his own platform. He can talk shit all he wants. You know what I'm saying? Shout out over to everybody over there with Stad and Murder Mace. Over there is what it is. And Talk with Flea. I fucks with Talk with Flea. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to Cam, Killer Cam. But it was like, damn, you had shit coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know who the fuck he hates anymore. Is it Jay? Is it Cam? Or even if it's Charlemagne? It's just, I don't know. This nigga can't stop talking. And he's still talking. We'll get into what he said a little after I get out of this one. But he brought up Nicki and her hubby. I mean, her hubby is collateral damage, but Nicki, all she does is tweet. But when she meets her fucking match, eventually she shuts the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, Nicki is who she is, you know what I'm saying? Like, She was one of the best ones in the last 15 years as far as hip hop goes. You know, she holds her own on records as well. You know, over there with Young Money and shit, and you know, her Pink Fridays, they dope. I still think her debut album is one of the best. You know what I'm saying? It was a perfect all-star album. Like, I put it up there with T.I.'s Paper Trail, you know? But it's like, you hear talking shit. Like, you're lying with Trump so you can get you your motherfucking gold card or whatever the fuck it is. You do know you have a brother who's a fucking a rapist, pedophile, and you do have a husband who you decided to get married and have a kid with who's a sex offender. Okay? Can't go to no Chuck E. Cheese. Can't pick your kid up from school. None of that shit. Till that shit's off his record. But he has to register. You know? Well, you didn't think that was fucking coming? Jay's been on records with you. Go on Kanye West's Monster. That was a record. Jay's on it. Ye's on it. Nicki's on it. They even did the videos, but it just never came out. She should have known eventually this was coming. But he does it on his own time. Drake? I'll leave Drake out first. I'll leave Drake out. Well, I'm gonna save that nigga for last. But Jay came out with a new look, afroed out. Okay, looking like fucking Black Panther and shit like that. Not Black Panther the superhero, but like the Black Panther organization. I would have to say this is probably better than the fucking Bob Marley dreadlocks this nigga's been rocking for God knows how many years. That motherfucker need to chop that shit off, yo. So that shit wasn't working. That wasn't it. The fro, hate it or like it, I think it's better to, if you gotta choose between the dreads and the motherfucking the fro, I will pick the fro. This tells me an album's coming eventually, right? And I said this to my boy, if we get a J album, right, what makes sense, we should get, right, as far as features go, right, we should get the Clips, we should get Kendrick, hell, we should get Eminem, and why not Beyonce, his wife? I'm good with that. Clips, Kendrick, Eminem, Beyonce. That's good features. But the whole album, right? The whole album. Some people say bring Swiss in. No. Don't do Swiss. Somebody said bring Timbaland in. I was like, nah. New Timbaland, AI Timbaland, all that shit. Fuck out of here. Who's another one? Just Blaze? Nah. Let the whole album be produced by Pharrell. When you hear Let God Sort 'Em Out, an album that should have won a fucking Grammy, 100%. That should be the whole J album, produced by this Timbaland. And this is I'm sorry, I keep saying Timbaland. Produced by Pharrell. This is the perfect album for Pharrell to produce. Give him 10 records. That's it. 10 records. Produced by Pharrell. Because this Pharrell is a different animal. When you hear Let God Sort 'Em Out, when you hear that I think it's a record called Big Time with Rick Ross. When you hear those two records with T.I., Let 'Em Know and Mr. Him, like, this is a different animal. This ain't Neptune's Pharrell. This is a different animal. So we're not going to hear I Just Want to Love You. We're not going to hear Excuse Me, what's your name? No, we're not going to hear none of that shit. We're going to hear a different animal on this album. But that's just hypothetically speaking. You know what I'm saying? We already know it's going to come out on Rock Nation. But this will fucking get that 444 bullshit out the way. But shout out to everybody who jumped on stage. They had Jasmine Sullivan. They had Meek Mill do his thing. It was kind of a reunion with Beanie Siegel, Memphis Bleak, Pity Crack, and the Young Guns. So shout out to State Property who showed up. What was it? Let's address the elephant in the room, Drake. Okay. And shout out to Drake, man. He did a phenomenal 2-3 weeks so far, with his albums, Iceman, Habidi, and Maid of Honor. They apparently Iceman is gonna be on record to go #1 for the 3rd week on a row. So we might be even seeing that shit go platinum. So shout out. I'm still jamming Iceman. Iceman is dope. I think this is the album he needed. It takes all the bullshit he's done the last 5 fucking years, it blows it out of the water. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But this is what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? So Jay, he gave you that line on the freestyle with the jig is up and stuff like that. Try to talk tough to your publishers. Talk tough to your label because they got your publishing. You know what I mean? I don't look up to these niggas. They would look up to me. He spit facts. If we're being honest. And shout out to Academics. You know what I mean? Because shout out to Academics and Maul from Rory and Maul. They're all siding with Drake to beat Jay in a battle, right? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Dame Dash 2. So that's 3 motherfuckers so far. So we got Academics, Maul, and Dame Dash, who all siding with Drake to beat Jay. I did say that if you could go back in the episodes when it was really Kendrick beating Drake, right? I said there were certain people, like, if he needs to stop battling. Cut that shit out. That's not for you. You're 1 and 2. Okay? You beat Meek, you lost to Pusha and Kendrick. But if you want to tie it, right? If you want a guaranteed win, you go after J. Cole. If you want a win, a possible win, that's gonna take a lot of fucking power and lyrics to either win or overshadow your Kendrick defeat. You go for the big fish. You go for Jay, the guy you learned all those subliminal shots at, okay? Because those two are the best at subliminals, okay? I think this would be very entertaining, very interesting for Drake to do. If you're gonna go another battle, you gotta go for somebody higher than Kendrick. Now, I don't know. It's a coin toss who could win between Jay and Drake. It's a coin toss. Personally, I think Academics and Maul, their decision to side with Drake on this battle, if it happens, is, let's call it what it is. Let's keep it a buck. It's 100% bias. It's not like what you call it? It's not subjective. It's completely biased. And it's fine. You know what I'm saying? Maul, that's his personal friend. Academics, that's his biggest fan. But Dame Dash siding with Drake is based off hate. Stress from that shit. I think it would be interesting. Either we're going to get a winner or we're not going to get a winner. It's going to be arguably no Jay won, no Drake won, no Jay won, no Drake won. If Jay really goes at him, they thinking that, with Jay, you can attack his wife, his kids, this, and that. I'm like, okay. We already shown, it's already proven, Drake gets sensitive with these type of bars. And if a nigga like Kendrick was willing to drag him down to hell, what you think Jay gonna do? Jay was going at Nas, saying that I fucked your baby mama and left the condoms in the baby seat. of your daughter. Could be true. But I'm going to let Drake know something. You battled first a Philly nigga. You beat him strategically. You battled a Virginia nigga. You were out of your element because his brother is the God worshiper. Pusha is the different animal. He's willing to attack anything and anybody. Then you try to battle a West Coast Compton nigga. And you attacked his wife and his kids. You saw what happened. He took a page out of your book and had everybody calling you a fucking pedophile. He didn't say it. He had everybody else do it. And you got in your feelings. Bad. You basically disappeared for 2 years. What you think a Brooklyn nigga gonna do? Think about it. New York niggas are definitely different kind of animals. Okay? Everything that you dealt with a devilish nigga like Pusha, a nigga who brings you down to hell like Kendrick, that's all molded into one powerful nigga of Rock Nation's own Jay-Z. Attack what you want. He's willing to go where everyone thinks he will go, and he has the power. The difference between him and your other opponents, Pusha and Kendrick, Jay's more powerful. He can't get canceled. But I'm willing to see it. And speaking of Drake, Sauce Walker threatened Drake. Gonna shoot up him, Nigga, you stupid as fuck. Everything's technology, and you willing to threaten another nigga who lives in Canada with his life? Okay, you need to stop, bro. Because they're gonna take your ass in even before you can touch him. Before we get out of here, thought I was never gonna talk about this shit. Diddy's tape leaked with Sly Dillinger and Daphne Joy. Freak off. Somebody sent me a clip of it. I stay with the same opinion that I had when they were going through the trial. I think Diddy is locked up for really no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's evidence right there. Prostitution, he's not even touching the prostitutes, so I guess we can get the gay card out of there. But Diddy didn't touch nobody. He gets off watching. Okay. I mean, he's a little weird, but in the end of the day, that's his kink. And all these bitches fuck with him because of that. I'm not gonna talk about this whole micro dick thing and shit. I ain't watching that, trying to look at that nigga dick. So I was more interested on, 50's baby mama, Daphne Joy. She's literally trying to claim she's a victim. Kind of looks consensual to me. She sees the camera. She claims she didn't see it. In her response, she's full of shit. And the more she talks, the more she don't got a dick in her mouth, and the more she talks, the more it's going to be very bad for her and 50's young boy when he goes to school. It's very fucking sad. Very sad. And I know what pisses Daphne Joy up. I know what it is. Before we get out of here, I will tell you what pisses her off. It's not the fact that your son, being in 8th grade or going into high school, wherever he's going, bless him. It's not the fact that he's going to be embarrassed. This is going to be dragged a lot to his attention. It's not the fact that your baby daddy, 50, is trolling on Instagram, basically, about your weirdness with the whole freak-offs. It's not about that you claim like you loved Diddy the way you did because you were getting a fucking allowance. Okay? Don't play yourself. Okay? You seen Young Miami literally talking about Diddy, how she's with him. You talk how Cassie was talking. You like, come on now. You know damn well you were being paid to do what you do, and you enjoyed it. You enjoyed it. I could tell. But it ain't even the fact that there's a video now that's swirling around where you getting dick down, or that dick is definitely in your mouth. None of that pisses you off. The one thing that pisses you off is that now none of us, not one person in this country or the world, is now, we're not gonna call you Jane Doe. We now know you as Daphne Joy. That's why you're pissed. Because you thought you can fucking be anonymous this whole time, including the trial. Now we know who you are, bitch. But I'm your boy Eddie Jackson. So drop that podcast. Make sure y'all hit that sub button. Hit them likes. Put down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. I don't want to hear what y'all think about the Diddy fucking tape. Get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody. It's not even a Diddy tape. Diddy is literally the director in this motherfucker. Okay, he's not even performing. But what y'all think about the whole Jay-Z freestyle at the Roots Picnic? Do you think an album is coming? Are you fucking with the new look with the fro? What y'all think about the jabs that he took at all the people he took at? And do you think an album's coming? And finally, who you got? Jay-Z or Drake? Peace.